I laughed when a 16-year-old got arrested in front of the whole neighborhood, and I don't even feel bad about it. My daughter Holly is 9 and uses a wheelchair because she has cerebral palsy, which makes it hard for her to walk. She had been stuck inside for over a year because we didn't have a wheelchair ramp and our steps were too steep for her. A ramp would cost us $8,000 and we didn't have the money, so our neighbor Mrs. Ramsey asked around for help. People donated supplies and spent 2 weeks building a wheelchair ramp for Holly. We planned a ceremony for Sunday morning where Holly would get to use it for the first time. She couldn't even sleep because she was so excited. Unfortunately, our other neighbor has a 16-year-old son named Brett. Brett and his friends have been bullying Holly since we moved here. They'd yell cripple and R-tard at her whenever they saw her. Once Brett walked right up and said, "You don't even need a ramp. You're just going to be a burden for your whole life." Holly cried for hours. I complained to his parents, but they just said boys will be boys. The night before the ceremony, I heard loud crashing outside. Brett and 2 of his friends were in our yard with baseball bats swinging at the ramp. "This is what happens to cripples who think they're special." One friend said, "She doesn't deserve this. Useless little witch doesn't deserve anything." Brett yelled, "Your daughter's never going anywhere anyway." I ran outside screaming and they took off, but the ramp was already completely destroyed. The next morning, over 50 people showed up for the ceremony, including Mrs. Ramsey and everyone who helped build the ramp. Holly was on the porch in her wheelchair wearing her favorite dress, trying not to cry. When Mrs. Ramsey saw the destroyed ramp, she gasped. "What happened?" I started explaining, and our neighbor from across the street said, "Wait, I have a Ring camera. I might have caught it." She pulled up the video on her phone and found crystal clear footage of Brett and his friends smashing the ramp with bats. It even captured the audio of everything they said. Someone called the police, and when 2 cops showed up, we showed them the video. One cop's jaw dropped. "That's Brett Rouse from down the street. We know him." The other cop added, "This isn't just destruction of property. It's a hate crime." They took statements and got a copy of the video. Then they walked 3 houses down to Brett's house. We live in the South, so everyone just followed and stood in the street watching. The cops knocked on the front door and Brett's dad answered. "We need to speak with your son, Brett, now." Brett's dad was obviously confused. "Can I ask what this is about?" "Your son and his friends destroyed an $8,000 wheelchair ramp that was built for a disabled child. We have a video of the whole thing and audio of them using slurs." Brett's dad's eyes got huge. "Brett, get down here right now." Brett came to the door in his pajama pants. When he saw the cops and the entire crowd in the street, his face went red. The cop didn't waste any time. "Turn around. You're under arrest." They put handcuffs on him right there. Brett's mom came running out crying. "What are you doing? He's just a kid." The crowd started yelling. One person screamed, "If he's old enough to destroy a wheelchair ramp, he's old enough to go to jail." Someone else yelled, "He's not a kid, he's a piece of shit." Brett started actually crying. I didn't mean it. When I saw him sobbing, I laughed. I couldn't help it. This kid spent months making my daughter cry, and now he's the one crying. The crowd kept yelling at Brett while the cops walked him to the car. Brett's parents stood on their porch, afraid to move. Someone yelled, "Congratulations, you raised a monster," at them, and they scurried inside. After the cop car pulled away, Mrs. Ramsey turned to look at everyone. "Let's get this ramp rebuilt for Holly today." Every single person walked back to the house and helped. By 6 p.m., the ramp was done. When Holly rolled down it for the first time, everyone cheered. The judge made Brett do 200 hours of community service at a disability center and go to therapy. His 2 friends got the same punishment. 3 months later, Brett's whole family moved away because the neighborhood made it super clear they weren't welcome anymore.